See, the problem is everybody forcing everything in life and not letting God do it. So you let God do it, everything is going to be the blessing. Everything going to have blessing on it when you let God do it. See, when you force it, now you just saying, okay, cool. God, I don't need you to be a part of this one. I'm not going to force it. Or make it happen. When really, the difference is, before you go do something, you say, God, if this is going to benefit me positively for me and my family, move forward with wherever it is. If not, manifest me a sign or let me know where I can see it clear. This is not something to do. This is not for me. You got to include the guy in all your affairs. It makes sense. So all you got to do is say, God, guide me. Guide me to what's right. Guide me to what is a benefit to me and my family. And leave it alone. Because he's going to guide you. Because you want him involved. Like, you want him to make sure you're dealing with positive, trustworthy, honest individuals in any aspect of your life. At work, on the trip, at an event, at home, a good friend. Because you ask God to remove any ills from your friends and your family members that got hidden agendas. You got to ask him that. You got to be specific with God. You got to be specific. You got to. Because if you just think that he just no, he wants you to call on him, begging, complain. He wants you to complain and nag. He love it. Because it shows that you're not independent of him. You need him. And that's what God loves. He loves when you in need. You depend on him. Don't do that to a human, because they hate that. Include the law in all your affairs, right? When you wake up, include God in your. When you make meals and prepare meals for your family, don't put no foolish music on while you preparing food. Like, stop having the phone in the kitchen when you preparing meals. That stuff is supposed to be tranquil and serene. Keep the foolishness away from that stuff, man. Like, you shouldn't even want to eat from restaurants where the whole crew staff is in the kitchen yelling and music and cussing and you don't want people preparing your food. That's why I don't even like. I like in-house food. Where I know who cooking it. A Muslim that loves God. It got a whole lot to do with the meal going in your body. It's serious, man. You want God involved at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, be mindful of your coworkers and even you in downtime. And because if somebody is at work and they acting like it's nothing to do, or they avoiding work because they can and nobody over them, that's stealing. You gotta check them. Like, yo, what you doing, guy? You gotta get to work. No, I'm done that. No, okay, so if you done, go tell the supervisor or the manager that you done and you want to go home. Don't suck the clock up, because that's stealing, because they think that you working. Unless they got an agreement with, okay, cool, if you get done, then just chill until your whole 8 hours is, or your 4 hours is, then fine. But if it's not the agreement, then they stealing. And you don't want no friend like that. You know? Allah gonna keep you away from that type of stuff when you include him in your affairs. You know? Because he started your day off. You ain't wake up grasping for air. Do you thank him for that? No. You got to thank God for that and say, listen, God, I know I need help. I need strength. I need, certain areas of my life I need to correct. Help me. Make it easy for me. You know? You got to, man, because God exists, and you got to build a connection. You got to build a connection to be guided properly in this life, man. And just because you get tested with something and some pressure comes, that don't mean he disconnected from you. He just testing you to see what you're going to do. That's all it is. You know? You got to stop the foolishness, man. Like, you got to stop all the parasites, man. The smoking and the drinking and just, negative people, a bunch of music that's foolishness that create desires in the soul to do something that, you're going to regret. All that stuff is not cool, man. It's not cool. I'm saying it's not cool because God says it's not cool. I'm just sharing information. But if you don't like it, then you can't like it. Like, you think you get sick and diseases is from just out of nowhere. No, they attach to stuff that you're doing, that you've been doing in life, because you've been disobeying for so long. Now you gotta deal with this disease here, or this illness. It ain't something that just happens. No, it's hereditary. No, it happens because you disobeying. He control that. If he wants you to have something that your grandparents had and their grandparents, and it got down to you, if he don't want you to have it, it's up to him. And you won't have it. Like, it's because your dad and his dad and your grandma and her grandma had diabetes. You're going to get it. You see what I'm saying? You got to obey. You ain't got to be Muslim. You should want to if you was, but you still got to obey. In the Bible, it say what to do and what not to do. So you still got to be a decent person. You can't be halfway crook and then halfway about, decent, and then, man, you got to be all the way in. You can't do that stuff, man. That stuff is hypocrite, man. That's what they do. They say, as long as I'm doing this, well, they gauge, well, since he doing it, everybody look at them all highly, and he doing that, so I should be cool. Now you measuring on the loser. Like, you measuring your situation to a loser. You can't do that, man. You gotta measure yourself and get yourself to the people that was they had less issues in life. They was the best examples. You gotta gauge yourself to those people that was the best, that impacted this world with positivity. That's who you supposed to gauge, not somebody that you think got respect and then they doing this little stuff in the hitting that it's like, well, at least he doing that. So, somebody say anything to me because I'm doing, no, God ain't with that. He ain't not going for that. It's like, yo, man, you gotta worry about you and what you doing. And if God got you, is he with you? Because he can have you somewhere where there's no drama, no negative, nothing come your way. Nobody don't disrespect you. Everybody love you. And nobody loving you but really hating you. He can take all that out of your life and your kids' lives. But you gotta do what you're supposed to do. It's like, stop being bad. Everybody gotta stop being bad and try to obey your thirst. You can't obey your thirst. If the fridge is filled with all the beverages, all the sodas, all the fruit juices. If God say, don't drink these 6 right here, don't drink that one, that one, that, and that one, you can drink everything else but these 6 beverages. Okay, cool. So when all said and done, only beverages should be left in the fridge is the one that God said don't drink. And that's the problem. Everybody want to do what they want to do, and you cannot do what you want to do. You gotta check in with the Most High and build a consciousness and saying, the reason why I ain't do such and such is because God was looking. The reason why I ain't say such and such is because God was listening. That's the kind of people you want to roll with. Them the kind of friends, associates, colleagues that you want to run with on everything. You see what I'm saying? If your best friend is not God driven, it's like, listen, check this out. You need to learn how to be God driven and be a benefit to me, or I need to feel safe with you because we on the same page, or I'm gonna lessen my time with you because, you know, I need to be an influence on you. And then leave it alone. And pray for them if you love them. Because they might do something and you're not around, and then it get looked at when people in the mix, and when the smoke clear, they looking at you like, well, you with them, you hang with her, you hang with him, so the brain don't separate the two. Initially, it don't say, well, nah, because he wouldn't do that. He not like that but that's his friend and he gonna do that, but he not. Nah, the brain don't do that. The brain go, well, he flocking with her, then they all alike. They all the same to me. Because somebody got to be an influencer on somebody, or somebody should have said, nah, we ain't doing that. So it's best to just stop being solo, thinking you got and you in this world and connecting dots when you really not connecting nothing but a miserable death, a miserable life without God. That's what it's coming down to. It been like that. It just now it's just very just consume the youth. It just going just like this generation. It just it's like a Pac-Man. The devil would just, and the kids is the dots on Pac-Man. He just gobbling up the youth dot by dot. And then when he hit in the corner to the big power pellets, the big power joints, that's the mom and pop. It's like, cool. Then he just get quicker. Like, I got the dad out the way, so let me just fly through the whole, grab all the youth that ain't got the dads or the moms. Like, she on some other stuff. She's seeking attention. So let me just, she ain't worried about her kids. So he bite the mom, eat her, and then zip, 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 and run through the household. That's what the devil do, man. Well, you ain't got God in your life. It's worth it. It's cool because everybody gonna realize this when they leave here. You know what I'm saying? At the burial, that's when you're gonna find out I played the whole time and I shouldn't have been. I should have been doing more positive in my life. Matter of fact, I had so many opportunities to do the positive. I wanted to be seen. I wanted to go with the flow of negativity and be ignorant. That's what's all was going on. And nobody not saying nothing. Everybody just got their little solo group. It's like, nah, you gotta speak out against this stuff. Cause you can't stop it physically, because you're either gonna go to jail or somebody gonna be offended and it's not worth it. So you gotta speak out against it and say something on a consistent basis, because somebody may hear this right now. I don't know. I'm going to put the money behind it so it can get everywhere, so somebody can make a change, because the youth they just in a bad position, man. And they need real love. They need sincere love. They don't need the spoiled, rotten love. They need the real, sincere love. Like, nah, you can't do that. Stop that. No more of that. No, we doing this now. Mommy said we gonna do this. That's it. Don't ask me no more. You're not getting nothing you ain't earned. That's over. No sweets, no junk food. Everything is over. God said eat like this. God loved discipline. God loved consistency. The devil liked laziness and dysfunction. That's not gonna work, man. And that's what's happening, man. Social media is just a sad thing. You don't even know what you're doing when you're on your phone and your kids are around. You ain't got no clue. Like, your brain is just washed off away to the it's like the phone is like it's down there like another like artery, or it's like a part of your respiratory, where it's like if it ain't with you, you can't like maneuver it. Your whole day, everything it just can't function. And your kids are seeing that. They like, well, damn, that must be something to have a part of me, because my parents can't put it down. Every time I see them or get with them, they got the phone. So it's like, I gotta have a phone too. But you ain't gonna monitor their viewing on the phone. You're not gonna supervise it. You think it's just a free, it's open season for the devil. You paying the bill on a device monthly and to be the babysitter. You might well hire a real babysitter that care about your kids for real. That's going to teach them something. It's best to just pay them, because you jamming your kids. It's the wrong example, man. God not there. God is not a 50-50 thing. It's really should be like an 80-20, man. 75-25. God winning, dominating my life. 75-25. Because he control your 25. You just think you controlling it. So why not just give him 75 and you just keep the 25? Because he control that. He give you the strength and being healthy enough to even deal with the 25. And nobody don't appreciate it. It's like not cool. It's not cool, man. It's not cool. You got to be specific. God's the only person that loves you the most. Because love ain't real now. The only love that's real now is mom to child. And unconditional love. That's it. That's the only love. From father to child to mom to child. Spouse to spouse, that's man, that's a milkshake, man. That ain't even that ain't I don't even want to go into that. That's just I hope you deal with me for another year. That's what it's called. I hope you can deal. I hope you still here next year to deal with me. And that's it. But God loves you the most. So you gotta love God more than your child. How you gonna do that? If that's the case, everybody losing. Everybody drop the ball on that. Because you gotta love God more than your kids and your parents and your spouse. So you're not even doing, if that's not even established in life, you a loser, man. You're a loser. Trust me. You're not winning, man. You just think you winning because you got more than somebody else, or you're in a better position than somebody else. You ain't winning, man. You ain't winning. God got to be, God got to say you winning. And if he's not in your life 75-25, you a loser. You're a loser, man. I'm a loser. I ain't at 20. I'm advising to remind myself that he need to be 75-25. He too powerful. You know what I'm saying? He too powerful. He can make everybody on this planet love you. And bend backwards for you. Just like that. Overnight. Just like he can make your whole month easy or hard or frustrated. He can make all tomorrow anxiety for you. He can make all next year you sick and don't know why. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, why everybody want to be bad? Everybody want to be evil. Everybody want to be good and then let evil kick in when you cross my line. It's like, man, that stuff is fake, lame, corny, phony. The kids gonna do the same stuff. The kids gonna fall right behind you. And you wonder why y'all ain't got a relationship like that when they get grown. Because you jammed them. You jammed them the whole adolescence years and youth. You jammed them. You ain't invest nothing in them. Nothing, man. You got at least give them a decent, like, honor them at least to go ahead and have a baby by a decent man. At least do that. You know what I'm saying? At least give them that much. Like, go marry and have child and have kids by a decent, real guy, man. A leader. Don't women, don't settle for lanes. Go get a leader. Marry a leader, man, with direction and wisdom. Or don't even be in a relationship. Just be single and hold tight. That's it. If you're not getting a leader, a Superman, then just hold tight, man. He coming. Ask God for him. Men, you ain't getting the quality woman, man, she yawn, she can't cover her mouth up, man, when she by herself. Man, you don't need her, man. You just be cool, man. You don't need a woman that's yawn, her mouth wide open, look like, her hand right there, she can't even cover her mouth, man. That stuff ain't cool, man. It's telltale signs, man. Like, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and pass you by, man, because I see now you just a turn off. You know what I'm saying? I need you talking about God. Let's talk about God. You know? And get your life together, man. You ain't got no life if God ain't guiding it. You just here breathing carbon in a way. That's it. Everybody knows now God ain't to be played with. This COVID thing is like, man, that's what I'm saying. You think anxiety, man, anxiety was the word for 2021, still now. 2020, the word for 2020 was anxiety, man. Period. Only way you ain't get sick or get COVID is because God ain't want you to get it. That's it. Everybody understand that now. The whole world understand I didn't get sick because God didn't want me to. Period. If he wanted you to get COVID, you got it. If he wanted you to die because of it, you died. And everybody still cutting up. I don't get it. You know, everybody's still playing. You know. Ain't nobody being held accountable, man, for nothing. So, it's 25 minutes. I'm going to end. Subscribe, like, share somebody that need it.